The Trump administration appears closer than ever to launching the largest travel ban expansion in U.S. history, one that could affect dozens of additional countries across Africa, Latin America, the Caribbean, and South Asia. The latest escalation came after Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem met with President Donald Trump on Monday and emerged with what she called a full travel ban recommendation on countries she claims are sending killers and leeches to the United States. Her fiery message on X, amplified when Trump reposted it, signaled a sweeping new direction. Hours later, the White House made it clear. Noem's proposal is being taken seriously. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt confirmed that the administration is recommending that the travel ban widens and covers more countries around the globe. Leavitt added that if a nation doesn't respect our culture, laws, or people, it should expect consequences. The renewed push follows last Wednesday's attack in Washington, D.C., where authorities say an Afghan immigrant, 29-year-old Ramanullah Lakhanwal, assaulted two National Guard members near the White House. Lakhanwal entered the U.S. legally under President Biden's Operation Allies Welcome program in 2021. Meant to relocate Afghan allies after the fall of Kabul. Noem blasted the vetting process, accusing the Biden administration of allowing dangerous individuals into the country. The White House framed the incident as proof that lax screening created long-term risks. Trump has already issued a series of restrictions this year. In June, the administration banned nationals from 12 countries, including Afghanistan, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. In October, the refugee admissions cap was slashed to 7,500, a record low. After the D.C. attack, Trump ordered a halt to all asylum processing and launched a full review of every green card issued to immigrants from 19 identified concern countries, mostly in Africa and the Middle East. But internal documents show the administration has been preparing to go much further. Recent discussions suggest the potential list could include Cuba, Nicaragua, and Pakistan, as well as several African nations flagged earlier this year. President Trump himself told reporters aboard Air Force One on November 30th that the list could grow far beyond 19, implying that dozens of nations could soon face restrictions. If enacted, this would represent the broadest travel ban in American history, touching nearly every region of the developing world. To understand how wide this expansion could go, it helps to look at the countries already in the administration's crosshairs. Right now, 12 nations are under a full travel ban, places like Afghanistan, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen, and several others across Africa and the Middle East. Another 7 countries face partial restrictions, including Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Together, those 19 nations make up what the White House calls countries of identified concern, and their citizens are already undergoing a full review of green cards and immigration benefits. But the list could grow dramatically. An internal memo shows officials are eyeing up to 36 additional countries, mostly in sub-Saharan Africa, but also potential additions like Cuba, Nicaragua, and Pakistan, if they fail to meet U.S. security and information sharing benchmarks. The Department of Homeland Security says it will announce the list soon, potentially within days. While no final decisions have been made, insiders expect enforcement to mimic the June rollout, meaning immediate suspension of visas, cancellation of pending applications, and rapid implementation at U.S. airports and consulates worldwide. The administration is also preparing for legal challenges, with new executive orders already drafted for rapid deployment. The expanding travel ban is only one piece of the administration's broader immigration strategy. Trump advisors say the ban aligns with the president's plans for mass deportations, including deploying additional Border Patrol units into U.S. interior cities such as Charlotte, North Carolina. The administration is also exploring restrictions on green card eligibility, public benefits, and work authorization for nationals of banned countries. This approach contrasts with Trump's recent pro-business messaging, where he praised H-1B visas for workers from what he called civilized nations like Japan and South Korea, citing their role in U.S. manufacturing. Critics say this split highlights an immigration system that increasingly differentiates between favored and disfavored countries. For now, the world is waiting for the list. Diplomatic missions from Africa to Southeast Asia have already begun preparing responses, anticipating their nationals may soon be shut out of the United States entirely. Human rights groups argue the policy relies on stereotypes and collective punishment. Supporters counter that the U.S. must reassert control of its borders and security. Whether the administration opts for a targeted expansion or a sweeping ban affecting dozens of countries, officials say the decision will come very soon.